Well, it hasn't rained in a while. Train's going by. I guess across the river because the horn's going off a lot. Seems like a lot of things have died during this drought we've had the last, I guess, week or so in the 90s. I'll go figure out what that is in Celsius in a moment. I have been watering all but this one because there's really nothing I care about in there anymore. So these are holding up okay. There's some things in the back I've been watering too. I have not watered anything in ground, so you'll see how my perennial system holds up with that. Some things have conked out. I'm gonna try not to stop the video and do this just to show you how tall this is level with my head. Some of these are taller than me. I'm 5'5". How tall the milkweed and all kinds of things like that are here. It is milkweed beetle season. I have not seen much in the way of monarchs in a while here. This is that pond that fills from the rain barrel over there and then spreads through the garden. So there are underground tubing here. And finally, the one that goes under these rocks here is actually working. So we've got some stuff going on. The echinacea's loving it. Looks like there's going to be pretty solid seed set on the mock orange. Trying to figure out how I want to train this, since I didn't think they got this big when I let it plant itself here. Whenever it does rain, I still get little bits of mushrooms off of my spent mushroom manure that I got free from a waste pile at a mushroom farm. Mostly oysters. We're gonna have raspberries again soon. Get that stink bug off. As you can see, it's just taken its midsummer break where it's finished the prior year wood and is starting to set fruit on its new year's wood. And I'm trying to lean the branches this direction. I had to replace this because the same storm that ripped the door off the shed. See how the one shed's got white? That's that fake wood stuff. Let's see. Oh, okay, so it is just about 90 even still, even though it's like late. And okay, so that's like 32. That number makes no sense. That's like freezing. All right. I don't think we've seen 100 degrees in a long time here in Pittsburgh. Look at that. That's funny. Polka dots in the cutting the leaves. This is the Magnolia virginiana that I'm hoping is a dwarf because it's awfully darn close to the house otherwise. Getting a resurgence on the sea kale in there, which is nice. It's those leaves. I'm gonna have to get in there and push some of the raspberries over. I've got maybe 2 apples this year. I thought I saw fruit set on this hardy kiwi already, but I can't find it now, so maybe not. The other hardy kiwi still got a couple. I've heard tell that this can be a repeat fruiting variety of raspberry, but I don't know that for sure. The ground nut is going real nice. I haven't harvested any. I keep getting more rhubarb. Doop. I gotta pull that out of there. This didn't work out. The really small variety of staghorn sumac did not like being transplanted at all. Let's see. We have, these are what I've needed to be watering, and these up in here. I finally harvested some peppers off of the one surviving pepper plant. Look at how small. The other one got dug from underneath, so I don't know what happened there. Got to separate out the persimmons and pot those. Those are persimmon trees. The fig keeps... I keep failing the poor fig and causing it to drop its fruit. So now that it's in this deeper watering trough, it's doing a little better. Back in here, I've been getting a ton of elderberry and a good number of blackberries. They're finally starting to see. Here we go. Whoop. Starting to turn black. This little alcove is so fun. Deep shade. Quite a bit of water, because this is where the, drainage makes a left turn. Oh, really good. So the pond overflow comes down, and there's a really deep trench right there. It's about 3 feet deep, and that's where it turns. I pulled out the fence. Now that I have a nice neighbor, it's going to be much easier to maintain this with just some edging. It's almost like going up in the cherry tree for these. Oh, they're delicious. You can see we've got pretty good fruit set on the elderberry. I had to tie it up because it was really blocking his way. So, yeah. Look how good this one individual pawpaw is doing. Here's another blackberry for like the next year's canes. There's a pawpaw in there, and there's one in the midst of all of that. But I'm gonna have to figure out what to do about all this fencing and stuff on the corner. Hardy kiwi. Saskatoons did pretty good, but I was not really available to be harvesting them properly. And this is the Illinois variety of the mulberry. Doing all right here finally. Yeah, I keep twining that blackberry up into the tree and everything so that I can get good harvest without it stopping my access to things. I think, yeah, there's a black walnut I'm gonna have to dig out of my asparagus there. You know. And then down here, as with every year, so the sweet cherry did fruit, but I couldn't reach a bunch of them. And as with every year, this is looking like it's working on dropping its leaves. So we'll see how that goes. I've got protection around the phlox. That is willow leaf sunflower. This is aronia berry, and it just gets eaten so bad every year. I'm probably going to have to individually surround a lot of these. I'm pondering whether I should move the apple up here and in the raised bed and then put a fence around it. Like, maybe the deer would not bug it as much. I don't know. I still haven't dealt with the whole native plum situation, but I do think I need to put one underneath that oak, because you might notice that the oak has more and more dead limbs, so it is dying, and I don't know how it's going to go, but I'm hoping it doesn't make a big landslide. We've got pink fescue and typical blonde sunchoke here, and a really, really cute little, I think it's cute, water garden, but when it's droughty, I keep having to refill it. It was just full. It was thirsty. Finally have Sochan, but I keep having to remind myself it's not a weed, just because of how I was raised. And I harvested the seeds off the lovage, because I don't need 6 million lovage. One is enough. One is more than enough. The seeds are really nice. They're like a celery seed. I've got Virginiana strawberries. I got actually several off of them. Fruit off of them. I'm still not seeing anything on my false Solomon seal back here. Like, it's alive, but it's not got any growth, and so I'm gonna say I need to transplant that to somewhere where it gets more water, but I want to do that when it's gonna get more water, so I don't have to water it like crazy to have it survive the transplant, because it's at least alive right now. So this year that's a tough one. Anyway, this is a video that I put super steady on. However, it's been saying the light's too low the whole time. Oh wow, we got milkweed coming up in there now too. Geez. So there's proof it can. I don't know, did it seed there? Maybe it did, or maybe it rooted underneath the path. Hard to say. Who's squawking? Somebody over there was squawking. I don't know. There's a bird. Oh. Cute. Yep. So, pretty soon I'm going to start, well, I have already been keeping an eye out for these tips to split. Then I can take them, shuck the seeds off the threads, because it was too hard to get those seeds separated from the fluff last year. And then a friend of mine gave me fluff that was harvested that way when it was just a little young, and it was so better. So we'll see how that goes. Anyhow, thanks so much for visiting the cliffside. I hope you're having a good day. Take care. Bye.